Back to Campervan Culture. Today we're going to talk about something pretty exciting, and it's the South Tacoma Grille. Small car have reproduced these and we've been trusted with all UK and European sales. The South Tacoma Grille is a take on the South African Grille, which is now no longer available. So this new item has been introduced. Quality wise, it's really good. The old original South African grills, they were mega flimsy. You could bend them and shake them around and stuff. Instantly notice just how much thicker these are. You couldn't hold the old ones out like that. These inner bits here have been made slightly bigger to fit new modern lights. So that's your grill. You can buy two styles of Volkswagen badge from us. Buy the chrome one, which is the kind of original OEM one, or you can buy the black badge if you kind of want a more stealthy look. They fit over your original round light setup if you've already got round lights. So if I just quickly remove this grille, so this fits directly over that, like so. So we bought up all the remaining inner original Hella South African spotlights, so you can buy these from us. These mount by fitting just there like that. So just screw top and bottom. To get the inner lights to work, what you need to do is look at your wiring. If you've got square headlights, we recommend you use our headlight upgrade loom. We do brand new Hella right-hand drive round lights. Small car have done a mounting bracket, so if you want to use aftermarket lights like the truck lights that we do. For the inner spotlights, you either use the originals that we do, or Small car have done a nice upgrade inner spotlight with halogen bulb, and also the mounting plate for that. They've done their version of this pretty much, which is a more modern, up-to-date kit. Now let's look at our upgraded headlight loom. It's very simple to do, it's plug and play. There's a diesel and a petrol version. The only difference being between the petrol and diesel is the length of this wire. Now this wire goes to your battery, it goes in to the vehicle. You just pick one of the grommets, rubber grommets that are in there, and this can feed through. You can just undo that nut there and then take that connector off, feed that through, and then reconnect this on the other side. So this is inside the van. This here goes on the live terminal on the battery. This here, short length, you just earth that somewhere inside the van. Then inside of there is your relays, like kind of weatherproof container housing. And there's your extra fuses and your quality relays in there. As you can see, the quality's spot on. So that then is fitted. That's fitted to the bodywork, and obviously that goes on there. That keeps everything safe inside. Now, all you need to do then is, if you've got single headlights, let's use this connector just for reference. So there'll be a H4 bulb that sits in there, that connects on there, like that. This here is for if you've got spotlights, so if that's going in a square headlight, then your inner lights, that goes on the H1 bulb on the back of that. So what you do, you get this plug with the two connectors on, and you just connect that to one of the old H4 connectors that went into your headlight. So whatever was in the back of that, or that originally, you just connect that into there, and that's connected the switch to your van switch system in your van. It really is as simple as that. So what this kit does ultimately is the same amount of power is going through the switch, and the power that would usually go down the wire to the light just goes to a trigger and a relay, and the relay is actually bridging the solid power feed from your battery with this big thick wire, and that's what's turning it on and off. It's the power's going through the relay and not the switch to the lights. So that's where the big improvements made, and that's why with our kit we use the Osram night breaker bulbs. Now if you're going to fit your South Tacoma Grille and you're going to you decide not to use the original inner Hella lights that we've got or we've sold out, because once they're gone forever, so they're not going to be around forever, so say they're no longer available after next week or whatever, and you've got the new small car inners, which come with the, you buy the bracket with that, which is there. Now in the back of these use a H4 bulb. The original inners use a H1 bulb. So what we do, there's a connector that comes in this kit. You plug that into the back, into your H4 fitting, and then what that pretty much does is gives you a two-pronged to then basically turn it into a H1 kind of setup, and then that will run through this loom. So our loom will work with the small car stuff, but only if you use the inner lights as spotlights. In the UK we can only legally have one pair of headlights operational at any one time. So we can't have side lights and main beam with H4s like 4 times across the front of a vehicle. There is an option to do that if you wanted, but it's not something that we build into our looms, and just because it's not legal over here, and I can't really think why you'd want to. But I mean, obviously, everyone's got a different idea what they want to do. But that's how we're dealing with that at the moment. So again, very simple, plug and play, fit your bracket, fit your light, fit your adapter, connect them two. That's done. And then that's your headlight. That's everything. As simple as that. There's a little bit of a story behind this van. When we got it, it had a headlight upgrade loom of salts fitted. This here is constantly coming off, this light. The reason being, whoever, shall we say, supplies a similar kit for this type of vehicle, or has made one, or you think you're going to get something a bit cheaper or whatever, these kits are blatantly not made for vans because they're too short, they're made for cars. So this is stretched, this wire. Look, it has to go right across the hot radiator, so the plastic's going to get hot and it gets a bit melty, and that just keeps coming off all the time. Secondary to that is the wire quality, but with our looms you'll notice that they're purposely made for these vehicles. So when you go to fit the two wires, you can run ours in the factory position down here, so it's away from the radiator, it's not going to melt the wires, and they're all wrapped up nicely. So that's a main difference between ours and whatever's floating around out there on the cheap. Also our relay setup. So you've seen, there's actually secondary fuses in there as well. Quality of the relays are mega. You've got this protected from the weather, so when it is fitted here or wherever you choose to fit it, it's protected from wet. Now when we've delved into this and thought, well, where's the relay for this? We've looked behind, and then if you kind of zoom in there, it's just an open relay that's open to all the elements and the weather. Not ideal, very low quality relays. Very thin wire indeed, and your fuses kind of just sit like this around, and then rather than connect, you know, with the Anderson plug right the way through to the battery, you just rely on some like third wire that disappears somewhere in there. So not ideal. And then also you need to look at the quality of the wiring on ours. So you can see that's our feed to the headlights, the cable size, and then the feed from the battery is this side. Now look at this one. We can see that cheaper models, so thin the wire compared to our wire that's like double the thickness. All the connectors, they're all heat shrinked on ours, and again, rather than relying on the same size cable that's the feed to the whole relays, again we're looking at kind of 4 or 5 times the size of the shitty versions there. Oh, it comes with the Osram night brake as well, so although it might be kind of £10–20 more expensive, quality wise you're looking at 5 or 6 times better, and that's what's going to make your lights bright and last a very long time. That's our headlight upgrade kits, and that's the South Tacoma Grille and the install for you. We've got everything in stock here in the UK ready to ship. We ship obviously UK, we ship Europe, we ship anywhere outside of the States, to be honest. Our headlight upgrade kits, yeah, sure, we'll ship those to the States, no worry, we do every day. I know stock availability, I think at the minute, I think pretty much we're the only people with the grills. I know small cars have even got them. So even in the States, if you're super desperate, we can get one back to you if you like. And yeah, that's the key to getting this new setup on your vehicle. Thanks for watching.